Gouged out in ancient times, Lake Wakatipu is New Zealand's third largest lake. 80 kilometres in length, it is one of the most spectacular places in New Zealand. Lake Wakatipu's distinctive zigzag shape was carved out by glaciers during a great ice age thousands of years ago. The steep mountains around the lake were shaped by the powerful effect of tons of ice. The basin left by the retreating glaciers formed the lake. Its deep bottom is below sea level. According to Māori traditions, the lake was created by Rākaihotu, captain of one of the canoes which brought their ancestors to New Zealand from their homeland of Hawaiki. After landing at Nelson, Rākaihotu went exploring southwards through the centre of the South Island. As he went, he dug out the major lakes, including Wakatipu, with his core, a spade-like stick. The glaciers also released precious stones. For Māori, the most important was pounamu, or greenstone, a dark green nephrite, or jade, which is only found in the South Island. This is why Māori call the South Island Te Wai Pounamu, greenstone waters. Wakatipu was one of those areas where pounamu came to the surface. Māori would travel there in search of the precious stone. Of interest to Europeans was gold, which was also carried from the mountains into the rivers and lakes of the area by the glaciers. Gold first brought Europeans in large numbers to the lake. It happened with a rush. In May 1861, an Australian, Gabriel Reid, was prospecting at what became Gabriel's Gully in a tributary of the Clutha River. Suddenly he saw gold that he said was shining like the stars in Orion. The rush was on, and thousands of diggers, many from the Victorian goldfields in Australia, came across the Tasman. Within months, there was a tent city at Gabriel's Gully. Now there was a hunt for further rich lodes of gold. The next year there were finds around Cromwell. Then in the summer of 1862, further finds on the Shotover and Arrow rivers brought diggers in their thousands. By 1863, the goldfields' population was over 20,000. At Arthur's Point on the Shotover River, about 5 kilometres from Queenstown, 2 shearers found about 6 kilograms of gold in 8 days. Further up the Shotover at Māori Point, Māori diggers made a large find. But not many had such success. As the gold ran out, many men moved on. They were to be replaced by single men from China who combed the rivers once again. Gold mining in the Wakatipu area was a tough existence. The winters were fiercely cold and the snowfalls heavy. In the icy gorges, the sun never reached the floor. In the spring, floods were frequent. Many gold miners drowned or died from exposure. A diet of flour and tea and little else meant that many miners developed scurvy. It was a violent, almost exclusively male community, with many Irish and Scottish immigrants. Fighting was common, and there was much drinking and gambling. Few gold miners earned great wealth, and even fewer retained it. However, as tough as gold mining was, it was this activity that settled the Queenstown area.